Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Super Chaffee. It's a Tier 6 American Premium Light Tank. It's located on the south spawn of Fisherman's Bay, and this one is under the command of Wazwulf of REBRN. Now, this little tank never actually existed as a prototype, but it was supposed to be the forerunner of the M41. They were testing out various configurations. They thought they'd do it with a standard Chaffee and tested variations of equipment to place on it. Now, it's got a 76mm gun, which is capable of 115 alpha, penetrating 120mm with standard ammo. With the APCR, it goes up to 155. View range is pretty good. It's about 380 meters, and he spotted an IS straight away. Tracking, trying to go for the engine bay. Decides not to shoot, but in fact actually spots a gorilla out in the open, and that guy is definitely going to die. Yeah, you don't do that. Fire, and oh, he's got an arsonist. Yep, that's an arsonist, no doubt about that. Yeah, that gorilla made a huge error there. He's totally the wrong position. He was spotted the moment he fired. In fact, I think he was spotted even before he fired, and consequently easy kill. Yeah, that guy needs to work on where he needs to hide. And basically, on this map, there's plenty of places over on the east side of the map where you can hide in the town area. But he does have to watch out for that VK3002M just across the way, because he probably does know that somebody fired from this direction, and now he's got the T25-2 behind him, and he knows that because he's doing a good all-around awareness by staying back a little way from the tank to see what's going on. He knows he can't pull back without the T25-2 getting in the way, and here comes that VK. Okay, no, he's not coming out, that VK, but the T-34, he's right on the edge. He might decide to pop out. He does. And that's one round in. The T-34 did take another hit as well. Go for it again. Yep, and again. He's not responding. And that one's through the drive wheel, and he's out the game. Taken out by the M10 RBFM. But that VK hasn't come around the corner yet, which is surprising. But he was exchanging fire with our teammates and took out the M10 RBFM on our team. There's the wreck. Now, use the wreck for cover. You can actually shoot the VK from now without just using that wreck as cover. There is a Crusader just a short distance away, so you've got to be aware of him. But that wreck's now a perfect shield against the VK. Now, if he pokes out here, he might get spotted. That VK is somewhere in that vicinity. He's probably using the wreck of the T-34. Now, the Crusader might see us if we do pull that, but again, he's got to be a good target. Oh, he's popped out. Now, work out where you are in relation. And there's the VK again, so he has popped out. He did pop out. And, well, he's making a bold move, Wazwulf. He's actually decided to push. And the VK didn't come back out, and no, he can't get a shot and pull back because you just took a round through the viewport. So that's cut down your view range, but that will get fixed. Well, got to watch out for the IS to your right flank. The IS can see you. He's just behind that house at the moment, but when he pops out that house, he's going to go for the... Tries to get a shot on the VK. The VK's returning fire, but he was spotted. The IS on the enemy team's gone down, so he doesn't have to worry about that. But these enemies do know where he is, and there's the Scorpion. Now that's the Tier 7 American Scorpion with the 90mm. So again, that guy's got no armor. Just remember where he is. Fire the rounds in. Has he moved? I think he may have moved, but it's certainly still worth firing a round in or two. Now he might get spotted when he goes around that corner there, and he was spotted, yep. He was just a little too far round. Okay, pop back. Okay. Yes, he was seen the moment he fired because, of course, he was too close to the bush. Now, he might be able to get some damage on that. Yeah, he's also aimed on. No, first one bounced. No, at this distance, I think he's having difficulty trying to pen the VK. Okay, he might as well make a dash now and get as close as he can. He has been spotted. The VK is probably going to have to take a shot, but use those rocks in the centre because they're perfect for you to approach without being fired on. And there's the VK. He's actually gone over to the far side of the map, and now there's a Crusader here, and he's spotting for his team. And he's gone, and he got the spotting for that one. This is really good. Now he can approach really close to that cliff edge because although there's 3 tank destroyers still left in the game, there's the Scorpion. Okay. Oh, lovely one. He got the kill on that, but he just took around from the VK. Now needs to get behind the rock quick. So the VK's going to have another shot. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, stay here for the moment. That's it. Nice. A43 goes down. That means there's only 2 left. He can go for it now. The Super Hellcat's over on the west side. It's just the VK, so he's approaching, and it's forcing the VK to stick his neck out if he wants to get a shot. And he can get close, and if he does take a shot, the Tiger 1 will finish him off. Okay, VK's just over this ridge line. There he is. And lovely, got a 1-shot kill. Now, there's the Super Hellcat coming up behind him. We've got support, the Wizzy's coming in. T28, he's going to get the shot on the guy first. Oh, it didn't work, but the Super Hellcat's distracted. Oh, and the kill shot goes to the Arty. And that is a really good game. Well done, Wazwulf. Here's the end of battle results, and that was the first ace tanker for Wazwulf in the M24E2 Super Chaffee. You can tell it's the first one because he's got the scrolls underneath and you only get that the first time. He also got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, an arsonist because he set light to the gorilla and watched it burn to death, as well as getting a fire effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. And he got a win rate of 3,822, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score and see where he was. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the Tiger 1, who got a high caliber and Confederate for 3,027 hit points. The second highest damage went to the VK3002M, the opposite number. It was right across the way. He got 1,559 hit points out of that game, so he was a fairly good player. And the Dickermax managed 1,514. Of course, it was the VK who actually did manage to get around into Wazwulf as he was moving across the field. When it came to kills, it was actually Wazwulf who got the highest number. He got 3 kills out of that game. 2 kills went to the Tiger 1, the OI, the VK3002M on his own team, the T-Fit25-2 and the Fifi, who got the last kill of the game, as well as the Dickermax. And I think actually it was Wazwulf who actually got the spotting for that Fifi kill on the Hellcat. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got that one as well. So he's got 2 out of 3 of that one. 1,198 base, 894 went to the Tiger 1, and 732 went to the OI. He fired 19 rounds in that game, got 11 direct hits and 9 penetrations, damage of 961 hit points, of which 315 were at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits, one of which was penetration, that was the VK, and 2 non-penetrations, so very lucky on that. 135 hit points of damage blocked by armors, 6 enemy vehicles spotted, 5 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, 2,798 hit points of spotting assist, so it's a very good spotting assist on that game. 41,606 credits for the game, 30,000 for completing a mission, 71,606 altogether, and after repair and ammunition resupply took away 68,935 credits altogether profit. 1,797 XP times 2 for the first victory, 539 for this being a premium vehicle. It's one of the reward tanks you get for being in the game for at least 4 years as the well-deserved reward, and came out in 2020. If you haven't got one yet, if you stay in the game long enough, you will still get one. And 4,133 experience points altogether. So Let's have a look at the armor profile for this tank. Yes, it's got very low armor indeed, very, very low, because it's basically the same as the Chaffee. You can see at the front, the impacted armor is only 25mm, but with the angling, it turns up to 30. The lower plates, 25.4, the same again, 30.5 angling. The turret's nicely rounded, but I'm afraid even with that, the armor's only 25.4 and you're only getting 30. The mantlet's probably the strongest part of the tank with 31.8, and depending on where you hit it, whether or not you get through. And it has got slightly heavier armor on the top of the turret there on this one. It's also got those wings, which I suppose are actually designed to, like the T-29, so they can do the binocular viewing of the enemy. And of course, these are actually got fairly thick armor. As you can see here, it's not part of the, I think it is part of the hitbox actually, but it's coming out at some places at 19.1. In other places it's coming out at a combination of 3 amounts together. So I think this is part of the optics suite on this tank, or part of the design. There is a weak spot down here. It is the machine gun port. Obviously that is a weak spot on any tank. Driver's port is there, you can see, and again that's another weak spot. It's only 12.7mm, very thin. The sides, well, you have to get round all the way around to here until you get the weak armors here, 20mm. So it's 25 all around the front until you get to the rear end, then it's 20mm. The engine deck, 12.7, it's only machine guns, splinters, and the rear of the tank is only 20mm as well. So the turret is fairly good all the way around with that 25.4, but again, it's not going to stop any serious shell fired at it, especially when you consider this tank is going to be coming up against tier 8. So yes, it might come a cropper if it comes across the tier 8, because they'll easily pen it, no difficulty whatsoever. If we look at the modules, yeah, Wargaming has never shared the modules with anyone, so unfortunately, looking at this one as we say right now, we haven't got a module idea. But what we can do is, if I do this and go to the Chaffee, we should be able to see the modules for the Chaffee tank. Yep, they come up. Okay, so it's basically the same configuration, except maybe for the turret, which would be slightly different. And if we look at the full view, we can see that the driver is on the right hand side, as he is in the Super Chaffee. You've got the gunner's mate or radio operator on the left hand side, except he's operating the machine gun and doesn't have the port. We can see that there is an engine at the back sandwiched between two fuel tanks, so that's why if you aim for the back of this vehicle you get a fire. The big ammo store is actually right down deep inside the tank. Remember, 76mm shells. So yeah, difficult to get the ammo rack there. And in fact, in the turret, there's no ammo rack up there. You can just see it's a radio in the bustle, and I suspect that it's exactly the same in the Super Chaffee, with possibly the same layout of the crew as well, with the loader on this side, the gunner on this side, on the right side, and the TC behind him. Now, I don't think that there was a cupola on the Super Chaffee, but we'll just have a quick look again just to make absolutely certain. If I go back there and pull up the Super Chaffee, there is a cupola and it is on the same side. So yes, the gunner will be on this side, the TC will be behind him, and that means the loader is definitely behind him. So there's no visible ammo rack. Basically, in order to get to the ammo rack, you'd have to shoot through the bogies of on the tracks. You're not going to get an ammo rack otherwise. It's so deep inside, and the bogies are basically protecting it. The wheels are protecting it. The road wheels, I should say. So yes, basically, if you want to immobilize it, aim for the driver. You should be able to get him, or aim for the rear of the vehicle to get a fire, and that you should be able to get as well. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.